What's good, faves? It's your fave, Miss Renee. You guys, I am back at it again with another good food for your soul video. Okay, guys, we're going to talk about it. Oh, yes, we're going to talk about it tonight on this here video. We're going to talk about it. So, before we get into all of that, because it's a lot, welcome to the Fave Miss Renee channel. Thank you for coming by. If you are a new or returning viewer, welcome. You guys know that the love is so real here. Thank you for continuing to support. If you have been rocking and rolling, already subscribed to the channel, then you already know I love my faves. And you are my faves. So thank you for coming by. Please share this video. Please tell your friends. Here on Fave Miss Renee channel, we do a lot of good food for your soul conversations. And good food is not that we're eating food by mouth. Good food for your soul is just that. We are having conversations here. I am usually bringing a topic that I would like to explore with my faves, and that conversation is based on love, life, relationships, mindfulness, and everything that's good for your soul. So when I tell you we could talk about anything at any given time, that's what it is. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. That's what it is. So, this is a very, very hot topic tonight. We will be discussing a situation that can happen to anybody. Yeah, we're going to be talking about it. Before we dive into the video, let me just say a few things here first, okay? So that you guys know that we are trying to grow this channel, and we have been the little engine that could for quite some time, okay? But we are still at it. Okay? We are still at it. So, I still need your support. I still need your love. I still need you to please share, like, subscribe, and definitely drop a comment down below. Listen, I know a lot of people don't want to subscribe because they feel like they don't want those constant notifications. And yes, I do try to upload weekly, a few times weekly, but that's because I'm trying to grow, right? And in order for us to get into the YouTube algorithm, we have to be in the place. I got to show up, y'all. And I'm going to need y'all to show up with me, okay? This is my summer break. You guys, the mood is do it. Do it. Quit talking about it. Be about it and do it. So I need you. Point blank, period. Okay? Period. I need you. So come on, get on board. Okay? Thank you. I appreciate, love you all so much for that. Now, also, I would like for you guys to follow me on my Facebook page. Yes, I would like for you to go and follow me there. I have two Facebook pages. One is a personal public page. Okay, I do everything over there. Okay, my reels are doing pretty well over there. I have pretty good engagement with my friends and family there. But then I also have, actually 5, but I'm only asking you guys to share, to roll with me on 2 of them. So the other page is another Fave Miss Renee page, but it is the page that I strictly use for YouTube promotions and a little bit of mindfulness or positive encouraging words or something of that sort. So I'm going to put both of those pages here. Please go follow me on both of those pages. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm telling you, we're going to do it. So you want to be with me when we do it, because then I'm going to say, hey, hey girl, hey, you helped me get there. I'm going to say, ooh, handsome, thank you so much for helping me. So you guys, come on. It's a big push. I know it is, but it's easy. Don't cost you a dime. Hit the subscribe button right over here, and then on Facebook, just follow. That's it. Okay? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, y'all. So let's go on ahead and drop all the play and get down to some business, because this topic is nothing to play about. There is not one joking matter in this video. So I'm ready if you are, and I'm ready to break bread. Let's eat. It doesn't take long to explain about domestic violence. Our subject tonight is focused on domestic violence. Now, you guys, if you've been here for any length of time, then you would know that this time, about a year ago, I interviewed a beautiful young woman named Dawn. And Dawn had just unfortunately went through a horrendous situation with her baby's father, her children's father. In that situation where he attempted to take her life. He shot her 8 times while she was sitting in her vehicle at a red light. Now I'm going to make sure that I put those videos here. It is 2. So you would like to catch part 1 and part 2 of that series. It is her story in its entirety. Okay, Favs. So domestic violence. Domestic violence is a crime. It is called relationship abuse. It is when one or both parties in a relationship have now become abusive to one another. Okay? Also, I think it's important to say that domestic violence can happen to both male, female, and also same-sex partners. All right? Also, you guys, domestic violence does not always mean the person is being hit, beaten, stoned, physically hurt. That is not the only form of a domestic violent relationship. Domestic violence can take on many different looks. Sometimes domestic violence involves a husband or a wife that is financially taking advantage of their partner, emotionally hurting their partner, verbally, mentally, sexually. See, there are so many different ways that this crime can be committed from one person to another. So I think it's important that we understand that. Isolation is an awful thing. Because when you are being battered or when you are just being hurt by your relationship partner, and now you can't even share or talk or see people that love you, then you do feel all alone. Yeah. I think it is very important to say, we hear a lot of people talk about toxic relationships now. Like a relationship is toxic and that's okay. A lot of times when the relationship becomes toxic, it is also abusive. And we need to make sure that we are not flexing abuse, that we are not making it seem like, oh, because it's toxic, it's just so much going on here. A lot of times because it's toxic means it needs to stop. Yes. I think what we need to make sure of is when we know that someone is being hurt, one, we don't judge. But the first thing that we want to do is make sure that we're getting them help. Because see, a lot of times when a person is being battered or involved in a domestically violent relationship, they truly love their abuser. Yes, they do. And so for an outsider to come in and simply say, you need to leave this person alone, it's not as easy as it sounds. Because for a lot of victims, they are financially dependent on that person. That person is the father or mother to their children. Maybe they have joint bank accounts. Maybe they are tied to a lease or a mortgage together. So there's so many things that come to play when you talk about leaving. The most important dynamic that we have to mention is that 75% of the time, when a woman is trying to leave her abusive relationship partner, 75% of the time, she loses her life. 75% of the time, when she literally is able to break free from that abusive situation, 75% of the time she's murdered. This is true. So we need to be really mindful when we're judging, when we're pointing fingers, when we say, you're stupid, why are you staying with him? Listen, don't do that. The last thing that you want to do is continue the abuse. Be a friend. Love and support. Encourage. Help her, even show her that she's worthy of the best that this life has to offer. But please do not continue to batter her with your words. Make sure that you stand up for her. And make sure that you know that it is not easy to leave. It is very necessary. But there is a very strategic way that a victim needs to leave their abusive partner. And that does not mean announcing it to them as loud as they can. I'm leaving you. That's the worst thing that you could do, because at that point, now your abuser feels like they are losing what they have worked so hard to gain. And that's the power and control over your life. And so if they can't control you, if they don't have that power over you, then you are no good to them. And if you are no good to them, then it is dead or alive. If I can't have you, no one else will. Be mindful of that. So if you have a loved one that is struggling in this situation, get all the facts. Learn the facts. I will include the Domestic Violence Hotline, the National Domestic Violence Hotline, right here for anyone that feels they need it. And at the same stance, if there is one in your city, find it. Locate it. Get help. Be strategic for her. But remember, no judgment. The last thing she needs is to feel that you are against her. Remember to help her stand, not fall. So guys, understand that although leaving is very important, strategizing to leave is crucial. So make sure before you give advice to your loved one that you make sure you give good advice, right? You want to secure her safety as she flees from her abuser. And leaving does not always mean that she's going to be safe. Okay, family. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that if you are a victim or if you know of a victim, that you will lead her to help. But you remember to be a friend and to support and encourage. And I will be back with more pertinent information. You know, this isn't just a topic. This is how somebody's life will be saved. Because you're going to see this video and you're going to remember to act and not be silent, to help and not to judge. We got this. So till the next time, make sure that you keep your heads up and your eyes wide open. And I'll be to see you in just a little while on the next video. Good night, you guys.
Yeah.